Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Cobra Pearl back at it again, and today I have an exciting guest with me. I've known him for about 6 to 7 months, ever since Flesh and Blood has come to Canada, and we've joined the Discord server together. He is none other than Dark MTL. Real people in the real world will know him as Yannick, but I've known him as Dark MTL for my time with him. And I first was introduced to him through his Instagram. Originally, it was fab underscore TCG, but now it's dark MTL underscore fab. And the big thing that I fell in love with, he analyzes existing fab artwork and cards and then kind of compares, or no, not kind of, he compares them with artwork in the real world across the span of time. And he brings in techniques and um, you know you know talking about real artistic techniques, and it really got my mind going and exploring real world art, and expanded my vision on this whole thing. So Yannick, take say hello. The floor is yours. Let's chat.
Hey guys, thanks.
Hey.
Nice intro. Thanks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so tell us a little bit about your background. I know you had a podcast with Attack Action, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Attack Action
Uh,
podcast, right?
yep, I'll have that in description box below. It was amazing. But he's going to give us quick little rundown of his background, and we'll go at analyzing some art.
Thanks. So yeah, as you say, I'm Yannick. I live in Montreal for the last 15 years now. Before that, I was living in France and left just after getting my degree. I came here with my wife, and now I have a kid, and that's it. I love
Exactly.
fab, and yeah. So uh,
What was your
the thing
degree
about
in?
uh, fine arts and archaeology in Paris.
Hey,
And yeah, I always liked history, fine arts. You know, I was like the kind of kid that went wanted to go to the museum, even if it was sunny outside. I love museums, so I studied fine arts and archaeology. I wanted to be an archaeologist,
amazing.
and yeah, and in one of the fine art class we had. I had to choose a painting and
Okay.
write about it. So I had to compare it to other paintings to see all the influence between artists, the structures, the light, etc. So I do that for Fab now.
And that's why I say you're the expert in this, because you actually have a wealth of knowledge of
I'm not
artistic
an
styles.
expert of any kind.
Hey, I mean, like, you know more about art than the general public. I think that we got to give you some credit on that. And the way you describe it in such a quick fashion on your Instagram, where it's not like a wall of text, it's just bam, 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 and how you set up the image, it's hey, chef's kiss.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank
So
you.
I definitely wanted to chat with you because having your background and the artwork is amazing in Monarch. I mean,
Yeah.
they are living up to the 16 plus. I know recently you spoke about the pentagram in
Yeah.
Levia and compared it with the pentagram in Magic, the Gathering. Um, so I really wanted your input on a piece of flesh and blood artwork for this channel.
Nice.
Sure.
So yeah. The first set, welcome to Rathe.
Yes.
You know, it was like we see difference between classes. The brute, well, he's in forest with violent beasts and
Yes.
wiles. Is in Solana with light, shiny armor,
Beautiful.
kind of medieval feeling maybe.
Hmm.
And we had ninja with Mysteria, like Japanese theme. And after that, we had Arcane Rising,
Yes.
m- more like a purple set for me. You have purple everywhere. We had Dash with a steampunk feeling,
Yes.
Runeblade, Kano, Azalea. Azalea is like in the pit, so it's dark and medieval too.
Yes.
And the first set, I love all the sets, but Crucible of War, it's for me is I don't know how to say it, level up, you know.
Yeah.
So next level for me because it's not a standard set. You have new weapons and stuff, but there are cards like Massacre or Fine Center, Twinning Blade, Cheyenne. My God, it
Oh,
was
yes.
amazing.
Mangle? Whoa.
Mangle, yeah, it's
That's not Bravo for sure. So,
no,
yeah,
it's yeah. So and with Monarch now, it's it's not next level. It's just pure awesomeness for me.
absolutely.
It's much more different than the previous sets. It's more adult, more kind of gruesome,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like streamline art, you know.
Yes,
So yeah, Eclipse is just like wow. The first time I saw this one, I don't know you, but it's amazing.
it's beautiful.
And all the details, the bones, and oh my god,
Yes, I think you
that's
you pointed this out to me where there's the actual moon or planet or whatever this is or is being
yeah,
eclipsed is actually made up of bones, right? And there's what like figures within the
spirits
yeah,
or yeah, in the
within the
yellow parts. It's yeah,
and then
it's
yeah, I mean the artwork right now is definitely living up to the 16 plus. I found that WTR and Arc, everyone's happy go lucky, other than other than the brute stuff.
yeah,
It was still kind of like PG, and then we get to something like this next
yeah,
legendary, like
yeah.
Doomsday is
Doomsday,
nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you love guts and yeah, it's gruesome. And when I say that LSS made like a different, it's a choice for me. I think you have company like MTG
Hmm.
and even Games Workshop. Those company now are trying to get more people in their games. So by doing more cartoonish work or more
Yes.
streamlined art, when LSS is now doing his own thing. So
Exactly. Exactly.
they want to add a pentagram. It's okay. Flesh, guts. It's the name of the game, flesh
Flesh
and
and
blood.
blood.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
I also think it's the day and age and time where people are less sensitive. I mean, we're
yeah,
more sensitive as a society now, but we're less sensitive to like, kind of like religious iconography in that sense, where it does we don't have the outrage as much. Um, Mass
maybe.
outrage, at least. Yeah, maybe,
Yeah,
especially in the general public of us, right? We're not hearing in the
yeah,
news like burn this card game, this needs to get banned, so it's I
yeah.
would say it's a little more accepting
True.
this day and age.
Yeah, but
Um, yeah,
yeah.
no, go ahead.
No, I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but
Mm,
for sure, LSS is doing his own thing, following his own path, and it's cool to see that to see this kind of game like doing some amazing art like that. It's
yes,
amazing. Yeah,
exactly.
amazing time.
So I know we wanted to touch base on one piece of art, and I will scroll down all the way to it as you guys can just enjoy the images. Oh man, this I'm glad this card right here is
Oh.
a common. Oh my gosh, I want it all in foil, red, yellow, blue. That's what it is. I want it all. So we're gonna touch base on this image, and we have Solana in the background, and then we have a
Yeah.
procession out front. So we'll compare this with another piece of art, but I'm gonna leave the floor to you. You let me know, and I'll switch back and forth to it.
Thanks. So yeah, that's another illustration from Reza Afshar.
Mm.
He also did in the first set, Welcome to Rathe, he did natural, I don't know if it's okay to pronounce it like that,
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Nature Path Pilgrimage.
Boom, nailed it.
And yeah, it seemed that the maybe the same one. You have the Solana in the background.
Yes.
It was more like more use of white. There was a procession too, but it was a procession of armed men and priests just leaving the city.
Hmm.
And this one, we don't know which card is it yet. It's just a preview of the art, but you have the same city, much darker sky above. Yeah, and we still have a procession,
Yes.
but much more like a funeral procession. There's no armed men there, just like they are holding torches, lanterns, banners, to me, it seems like a funeral convoy, not
Yes,
a, yeah. So I saw this one and I just want to know the title. We don't have the card yet, but yeah, I send you another painting from the 17th century.
absolutely. Here we
This
go.
one, yeah. And it's remind me of this one. It's a painting from uh, um, Van der Meulen, something like that. It's the funeral of Marie Thérèse, Queen of France.
Yes.
Okay, so Van der Meulen is a Belgian painter, and he lived at the same time as Marie Thérèse, who was Queen of France after marrying Louis XIV. And Louis XIV was called, by the way, he called himself the Sun King. You know,
Yeah.
the Sun King.
I
And the
think.
fun fact, yeah,
Yeah. Sorry. I
yeah,
think in when I visited Paris in Versailles, he had like what orange groves
yeah, yeah,
on his like massive plot of land because he
yeah.
wanted his Sun King. Yeah.
He was living there, and the fun fact that he adopted the sun as an emblem because he thinks that France revolved around him like planet does around the sun. You know
Oh
the
man.
guy.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
So you know that French people are often described as arrogant people. Maybe
No.
it comes from a long way. You know, so the Sun King. So so yeah, this painting is describing a funeral convoy. So if you look closer, you can appreciate the similarities between this one and Reza Afshar's illustration.
Yeah.
You have a long convoy with men the same way holding torches and one big wagon.
Absolutely.
So one of these convoys is probably heading to the cathedral you see in the background,
Hmm.
and we can see all the citizens gathering around their queen. So that just passed away, and on the other illustration from Monarch,
Yes.
we have the convoy leaving the city, but
Yes.
we don't know where they are going to. They are not going toward it, but they are going like away. Um,
Hmm.
so I find it amazing for me to see the kind of similarities between those two. You know, we had like 300 years between the painting and this one. So yeah, uh,
And that begs
that's
the question: Who is in that wagon that's
yeah,
leaving the city? Right? Like,
exactly.
hey,
So in Solana, we don't have any king or queen yet.
yes.
We have Grand Magister,
Hmm.
and maybe he is in he is the man in the wagon. We don't know.
Yes.
And yes, the question is, the set is called Monarch. So will Solana have a monarch? Will it be a woman
Is it this image right
like
here?
this? Yeah,
Is
maybe with the
she
crown.
the Grand Magistrate? Yo,
Maybe. And
maybe.
what what an amazing illustration it is. It's just wow.
Exactly. Shout out to Sam Yang. He's
Yeah,
the creator of the Bauble, my arch nemesis. So, but he he made up for it with this one. Magnetic Shockwave, Benji, Ira, like he's everywhere. Head jab, alt art, head jab. He's shown a wide range of his artistic style and
yeah,
ability for
for
this.
sure. So do you know it will be the fable? Do we know? I don't know. Maybe it is.
I don't
We'll
know
see.
what the fable's going to be. I know it's probably going to be Papa Rudy that's going to break it. It's going to be seated in his box, just like in Crucible. But we
Oh,
don't know. I mean, I mean, I had this crazy idea with how LSS was saying light, dark, older heroes, legacy heroes can't use shadow or light. What if the
yeah.
fable allows legacy heroes to use shadow and light? That's just my conspiracy
Oh,
theory. It would make it so broken, and it would break the game because people will want it, and it would be like $100,000 card right off the
yeah,
bat. Like, I don't think it's possible, but it would be amazing.
yeah. It
It
will.
would be
Oh
amazing,
my God,
right?
this illustration is just yeah.
So, I mean, this is why I fell in love with Dark MTL or Yannick's Instagram post because I've had a fascination with art and history, and this brought it back to when I was in, in university and high school, taking these classes for as an elective, right? Um, and just having these comparisons of real world art and actually how it influences. I don't know if I don't know if this actually influenced this artist, but we
Oh,
can see
not
the
sure.
exactly. But we see the comparisons in the
Yeah.
images, and it just piques my interest in looking digging deeper in actual real art again, right? So makes my brain going and everything. We're definitely going to have Yannick back on this YouTube channel. um, why don't you plug your Instagram again?
Yeah, it's darkmtl_fab.
Fab,
Thank
flesh and
you.
blood, ladies and gentlemen. um,
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Yannick, for taking the time. I know you're busy with life and family and work and such, but we're gonna have you on again, especially when more art breaks, because I want to pick your head for ideas. But until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay dry, don't touch your faces. Peace out.